Okay. Oops. I'm going to show you what we're doing here. And I am so enthusiastic about this company called Algotech. You know, when they say line of success, there's a reason why they're saying that. Okay, and I'm going to show you why. Now, let's proceed. This is Faith Sloan, affectionately known as Queen Wiki, and we've got one of the largest team, most powerful team, and many of the deals that we go into because we do it the right way, but we also do it, and here's the disclaimer, knowing that there's no guarantees in life. We jump anyway, right? Therein lies our success. There's no guarantees in life, and what we're going to do, we're going to take calculated risk. And you're going to listen to what we have to say here, and you're going to make that decision as to how much you want to spend, where you want to go, how fast you want to run, whether you want to crawl. It's all in your hands. I'm just going to present this to every one of you. Welcome to Algotech. See, don't you wish that you were an early investor in Bitcoin? I surely do. Don't you want to grab a hold of a life-changing opportunity? Do not you want to access reliable, consistent, and regular passive income? You want to partner with a company that has a proven, established record? I do. You know, we've been in many, many, many deals, right? We've seen the guy in front of the company. But more times than not, we never see the wizard behind the curtain, see? So I tell you, with Algotech, there's no wizards behind the curtain. And I'm going to show that to you as well. See, if your answer is yes to any of those questions, then Algotech is indeed for you. Let's give you a brief outline or overview of what Algotech is about. Algotech is a mother company, and they're in the crypto trading space. And they've been doing this for 4 years, since 2017. And the company is out there. But what Algotech is for us is a community-driven platform that's going to provide us, you and I, access to all of these opportunities that the mother company has in the area of blockchain technology. They've got an exclusive partnership with a regulated and licensed fund, okay, with a proven trading track record ever since 2017. What's their vision? Their vision is to take what they have to make advanced next generation blockchain power opportunities available to each and every one of us. They're a genuine success club. That's what we are. They plan to actually go public. When I say go public, we're talking about initial public offering. We're talking, and we've got the guys who are able to do it because they've done it in the past. And I looked them up. You know, and so we're going to become a closed club after about, I don't know, 15, 20 months. But hey, right now, it's week 1. We are on the cutting edge. Either you want to sit back and wait and see, or you're going to run hard and fast. And you guys know my success. Success, love, speed. Many of you are like turtles and tortoises. And you wonder why you're not moving. It's because you're not moving. See, along with several business strategies, one of their focus is to become an intermediary between us and that AI powered crypto trading. I know you've heard it before. They do indeed have a crypto asset fund that's being managed. See, they're going to have an incentive driven community, and it's going to grow the community. That's what they need in order for them to be successful. So they're providing us, you and I, with incentives to introduce this to as many people as possible, because we know about economy of scale. That means, like, if you have one person in your community, they got to do everything and they won't grow. But if you generate enough excitement and give enough incentives for other people to share with others, like many of you have shared the chicken on Facebook, that chicken sandwich. Who got paid for that? I can't even remember what company it was, Kentucky Fried Chicken or some chicken company. Many of you are out there and you made that baby go viral, and people are standing in line getting this chicken sandwich. But nobody's getting paid for it except for the company. See, But we always say that we have a difficulty. I don't know anybody, but we can make that chicken sandwich go viral. Let's make the Algotech community go viral. That is what we're going to do. And everyone is going to be able to prosper from it. I'm going to show you how. But first of all, let's talk about what is the product. The product is what? Nodes. Nodes. What are nodes? Let me give you a general idea, and I'm going to have somebody who's going to explain it, right? Back in the day, when Dash, that's a cryptocurrency, came onto the forefront, about a penny, half a penny, whatever it was, I can't remember. They said that if you purchase a node, and if you will host that node, a node is a computer. That's all it is. It's a device. And you get enough people around the world with a device tapping into your mission, your vision, your cryptocurrency, your product and service. You get enough people. That is what we call a network of nodes. That's all it is, right? The spokes and hubs of a wheel on a bicycle. Those are nodes, each and every one of those. They are nodes that make this whole thing go around and around and around. And they told me if I bought, I think it was 10,000 of those or 100,000 of those, that they would reward me for turning that baby on and keeping it on in order to validate and verify the network and keep the network secure. So that's what I did. Guess what? They were paying us some pennies. I didn't care. Back in the day, I did mining. We were getting pennies. I didn't care. But a lot of those pennies grew up. And so what happened with Dash was it went up to $1, $2, $5, $10, $100. Nobody could afford to know at those prices then. So only a select few who got in on the ground floor, we made a lot of money. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars by having the Dash node, because that price went up $400 and up, right? Look at the price now today. I don't even know what it is, right? Right. So this is how crypto trading is conducted over a network by distributed nodes. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect. We are going to get involved with Algotech, and we're going to be able to access all of these trading nodes. See, it's a techie thing, I know. Setting up a virtual private server is rather techie, right? So who wants to run it on their own? See, the beauty of Algotech is they're going to allow you and I, right, to be able to run these nodes, and they'll run it for you if you can't run it for a nominal operational fee. And you're going to be able to earn passive income just by turning on that node. So we're going to purchase these nodes, and I'm going to tell you how much they cost. And the nodes would do the work of accessing all of the excess computing power for mining that's going to go into their HFT or their high frequency trading. Don't worry about all of the technology, right? This is what we're doing. We're going to buy these nodes, and we're going to turn these babies on, and we're going to earn passively in our sleep with our nodes being on. This is the passive component. More details are going to be coming out about that. Okay. So now let's talk about the technology very briefly. Don't want to bore you. So I got two little simple slides. All digital assets management functions with at least Algotech. They use low risk trading. Many of the slides we've seen and deals we've been in, they use high risk trading, highly leveraged, 2001, right? Not here. Low risk, non-leveraged. That's why you're not going to see anything about 3% a day, 2% a day, or anything crazy like that. It's all realistic for longevity and sustainability. Automated execution on the global exchanges. Number two, what they utilize is a volatility-based strategy. What is that? We know that cryptocurrency, I tell you, Bitcoin goes up in 1 second, go down a lot. In the next second, the next 5 minutes goes all the way up. That's what we call volatility, up, down, like a roller coaster. But see, they focus on the altcoin market. What's an altcoin? Anything that's not Bitcoin. It's an alternative coin. Cardano, Chainlink, what have you. Those are all altcoins, right? BNB. altcoins. So they have a volatility-based strategy, and they don't just use the well-known ones. There are some little small ones down there, man, where you can get, 100 times, 10 times, 1,000 times profit if you know what you're doing. And one of the things, we have experienced with many of these companies is when Bitcoin is going up, everybody's getting paid on time. They don't give us any extra, but when Bitcoin goes down, they say we're gonna delay your payment for a week or 5 weeks. Wait. I thought you were trading. If you're trading, you're gonna win in the bull market, and you know how to win in the bear market. You're gonna win when it's going up, and you're gonna win when it's going down. And this is exactly what Algotech does. And I know you guys are sitting there, okay, great. They've got nodes. Okay, they're making money in their crypto trading with altcoins. They got this great community they want to build. So what's in it for me if I help build this community? Well, we're going to be rewarded directly, actively, as well as passively. And here's what I want to say. I'm always preaching. Here's what I want to say to each and every one of you. Stop getting into a deal and say, I'm going to put in $100 passively. It doesn't make sense. If you don't have the money, put in as little as you can, but get to work. Do something differently. As Nicole's was saying, she says, you're just afraid to fly. You need to jump. You're like, well, what do I do? Well, just jump anyway. And you'll learn on the way, and you'll see the success that's going to come to you. Everybody wants these passive deals. Ever since back in the day, Zeke Rewards and all these other deals came out. They never last a long time. They have a shelf life defined in their business model, period. This is what I tell people. This is what many of my leaders have heard from me. How long is it going to last? Well, it's all passive. What do you think? 90% of the people don't do anything. What do you think? Look at Organo Gold. Look at products and services. Look at Avon. Look at Amway. There's no passive component. People get to work for what they want. Those who win. So this is how you're going to be rewarded. But you want to be passive, feel free to do so. Keep doing the same thing and wondering why things aren't changing. We're going to have accumulated blockchain rewards paid out weekly and monthly. All of you active members, and those are the ones I'm focusing on. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Those are the ones I'm focusing on. You're going to be able to earn additional bonuses along with your monthly passive income. It's going to be credited to your wallet in your back office. Let's talk about the shared benefit of us, right, collaborating with Algotech. The community grows. I share this with as many people as possible. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Then they get more computing power, because we got those nodes running. Now we're able to have more computing power. The company is able to have more computing power. They're going to have greater earnings, and they're going to be able to distribute more earnings to us. We're going to have a stronger community. It's going to continue to grow. We're going to build the strongest decentralized nodes community, supercomputing over millions of nodes worldwide. That is the shared benefit. That is the shared benefit. And don't let me start talking about the NFTs. I'm going to do that in a whole nother training, okay? Non-fungible tokens as proof of ownership on the blockchain. So how does it work? Is it a binary? No. It has some similarities. Is it a unilevel? No. It's not your typical multi-level marketing model. It is like a power line on its own. So here's how it works. This is you. You come on board and you pay and you buy a package. You bring in J and you bring in N. And how the systems work, it automatically puts the first person on the left and put the second person on the right. But N comes in and bring in N1 and N2. Notice how they get to the end of the line in the left and the right. Okay? J, she brings in J1 and J2. They get to the end of the line. Everyone that comes into the company, regardless of whether you brought them in or not, come on your left or your right at the end of the line. Hey, you didn't hear that. Everyone who comes into the company comes in on your left or your right at the end of the line to contribute to your income. This is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. This is powerful. So D, I don't know who D is. Somebody brought him in. I didn't bring him in. My team member did. But D came in because he's the next guy that came in to pay. So don't come in and sit in and not buy a package because you get absolutely nothing. You get absolutely nothing, right? If you don't pay. And so you can't just sit there and see what's going to happen. Everybody's going to skip you. You don't pay, J3 is going to skip you. N3 is going to skip you. D1 is going to skip you. All these guys, John and Judy, Muhammad, and Blessing, and all of them going to come to the end of the line on the left and the right. And they're going to be prepared to win. And they're going to introduce it to their friends. Let's talk about the packages. Let's talk about the rewards and the income and the earnings that you're able to make with Algotech. Number one, there is a time limit on every package that you purchase. 1 year, 1 year. Your monthly rewards are passive. You're going to be able to earn passive monthly rewards. And that ties in with the no's I was talking about. Anywhere from 10 to 20% a month. Weekly rewards, you're going to be able to earn that. This is just for those guys and gals who want to really change their lives and make money and do something differently and travel the world and whatever their why is. You got to put some skin in the game. See, people talk about letting your money work for you. Many people on this planet don't have money. They're barely making ends meet. So how they're going to make their money work for them? So before you can make your money work for you, you need to work for money. And here is an opportunity here in Algotech where you're going to work for money and you're going to start earning and you're going to start increasing your income and your earnings over the years. Now you can start talking about making your money work for you. You're going to do that in conjunction, but the more money you have, the more sense it makes. Making $100 work for you is not going to be a lot in anything, not in stocks and bonds and mutual funds or network marketing, passive deals. $100 is not going to do it if you don't put the work in as well. But if you got $10,000, you can buy two $5,000 packages. You got $100,000, you got the best of all worlds, but most people aren't like that. And many of you here on this call, you are not like that. Put some skin in the game, baby. Therein lies your win. So you're going to be able to qualify for weekly line rewards. Remember that phrase, line rewards, by inviting new members to the community. And finally, the NFTs I talked about. What are NFTs? They're non-fungible tokens. What's that? Many of you have probably been reading online or even been involved in some of the NFTs that are out there. They're artwork, for example, right? People are buying artwork on the blockchain for tens of thousands, even millions of dollars. People have their titles on the blockchain for their property, their homes. People have their wills on the blockchain. Anything that's an asset can be stored on the blockchain, but the asset isn't stored on the blockchain. There's no houses on the blockchain. There's no art on the blockchain. What's on the blockchain is your right to own that NFT, your right to own that digital asset. And so when we purchase our package, we all get NFTs. And I'm going to talk about it just briefly here because I'm going to do a whole new presentation just on the passive component. We're going to be able to redeem these rewards and turn those babies into owner rights NFTs that can be utilized in the community. And there's three things we can do with it. We can trade it on exchanges. We can buy and sell within the community, right? We can hold on to it. We can actually buy shares in the company when they go public. So there's a lot of things and more information and more details are coming out about the owner rights NFTs. So let's talk about the packages. The starter package costs $100. You're going to be able to accumulate 100 NFTs. They're going to be yours. Okay? You're going to get 25 LRP. Remember I talked about the line, the straight line model. It's not a binary, but it's similar. When guys come in on the left, guys and gals come in on the right. Everybody who comes into the company after you, coming in on the left and on the right. For $100, your line reward points that's going to be credited to you is 25 LRPs. That's going to be credited to the team when you bring in people for $100. You get 25% of their purchase. That's 25 line reward points for every $100 package that your frontline people you personally bring in, sell, right? Hold that thought. The next one is the builder pack for $500. Any package $500 and over, you don't just get 25% in LRPs, you get 50%. So you're going to get 250 LRPs, line reward points, on all of the people that you bring in personally, okay? And you're going to be able to accumulate 500 NFTs, the classic packs for $1,000, 1,000 NFTs, and 500 line reward points, the executive pack, $2,500, 2,500 NFTs, right? Because you're buying a $2,500 no contract. You're going to be able to get 1,250 LRPs, okay? The premium pack is $5,000. That's the top package, kind of. You're going to be able to accumulate 5,000 NFTs, owner's rights, okay? You're going to have your node running. You can run it or you can have the company run it. I'm going to run mine and I'm going to do training to show you how to run yours. It's basically a wallet that you open up and you keep it open forever. And as long as it's running, you're going to earn that passive income. And you're going to get 2,500 LRPs associated with your package, okay? Line reward points. And finally, this is limited. I don't even know if any are left. I've got 2. I think there are 100 max. Limited founder pack, $25,000. And you get $500,000 or $500 NFTs. Wait a minute, I just got the memo. They cut that baby down to 100,000. See, first mover's advantage is always advantageous. So now it's 100,000 NFTs, which is pretty darn good. And you get 5,000 line reward points from those who do the same thing. But these are running out, and I bet you by the time I get off of this call, they'll really be gone because I talked to them about it. And you're going to have access to the Algotech Founder Club. There's only about 100 people, guys, and you're going to get additional life-changing opportunities. And I'm not at liberty to share all of that with you. All of that is coming soon. Now, let me tell you about those of you who are active, what you can earn every week. And in order to implement, to ensure sustainability and a strong foundation, like the binary program, I can crash a binary program. One deal I was in, it was $100,000 a week cap. On Wednesday, I capped out $100,000 every single week, just on that binary. See, and that's the problem with a lot of binaries. There's no stopgap measures, and we kill it. And then next thing you know, they start changing the comp plan because they don't have enough money, and then they go out of business in about 12 months or 9 months. This is just the standard in this industry. So we need something that's sustainable and real. So here's how it works. Come on board with $100 minimum. You bring in 2 guys or a guy and a gal. And that guy and gal have a combined 75 LRPs. Remember, a $100 package will give you 25 LRPs. A $500 package gives you 250 LRPs. Somebody in your front line come in with a $1,000 package, that's 500 LRPs. But all you need is 75 LRPs, line reward points. You're going to be capped out at weekly $25. What do I mean by that? Remember the line that I showed you? All these people coming in after you, all of their LRPs on the left and on the right are your LRPs on the left and on the right. So you could theoretically have 500,000, 200,000, 10,000 LRPs on your left and your right, and you did not bring in all of those people. You just brought in 2. And so let's say you got $1,000 in LRPs on your weak side, left or right. You got 1,000 LRPs. They take 10% of those LRPs, which is 100. That means you can make $100. But if you only have a $100 package and 2 personal referrals and accumulated sales in LRP of 75, you're only going to get 25 of that 100. That's it. Okay? That's your weekly cap. That's how it works. So let's say you have $500 package and you have 6 personal referrals. And of those 6 personal referrals, they've generated 500 line reward points. Based upon those guys on your left and on your right, you're going to get $250 a week maximum. So if you got $2,000 on your weak side, 2,000 times 10 is $200. You'll get 200. If you got $10,000 on your weak side, you will get $1,000 because that's 10%. But this is the criteria that you have. You'll get $250. That's why it's important that you watch your business and upgrade so you don't miss any money, or bring in more people so you don't bring any money. Share this community with as many people as possible. Because if you bring in 8 personal referrals and you have a $500 package, that means that, and you have 1,000 LRPs amongst these 8 guys and gals, your weekly cap is $500. Let's go all the way down here to $1,000 minimum package. You got 15 guys and girls. I don't care if it takes you a day, a week, 5 months to do this. You can do it. 15 people in 5 months, that's 3 people a month. 3 people a month, less than 1 person a week. You can do it. You just need to have that confidence in yourself. You just need to do the work. You need to get out of Facebook. You need to get out of Netflix. You need to get out of soap operas. You need to spend your time more productively. So if you have 15 personal referrals, and of those 15, all combined, they've got at least 5,000 line reward points. And remember, the line reward points come from the packages that they purchase. They purchase a $100 package, 25% of that is 25 line reward points. $500 to $5,000 is 50% of the price of their package. That's how you accumulate sales in LRP. And it's only for your front line, not the people they bring in and the people they bring in and the people they bring in. Man, that's what breaks a lot of companies, right? So this is only on your front line. Then your weekly cap is $5,000. And I know there's a $2,500 package. Some of you guys are looking, what about that? If you have a $2,500 package and you have 15 people with 5,000 LRPs, you're still capping at 5,000. If you have a 25,000 package with 25 people and 25,000 LRPs, right? And you think your cap would be 25,000. No, it's still 5,000. In order to be able to really max out this plan, the minimum package you must have is $5,000, 25 personal referrals, 25,000 in LRPs. Don't count USD, count LRPs. Your weekly cap is 25,000. As a matter of fact, the first week, when they pre-launched, the first week, I capped out at $25,000 the first week. So what did I do? How did I do that? Did I go out there? Because I didn't have much time. I just had a week. But what I did was I came in with 25 $100 positions underneath me. So I'm at the top. I put 25 positions underneath me. I paid $2,500. That's what I did when I came in. Still didn't understand how it worked. I met these guys out in Dubai. And when I finally got it, I went and got that $25,000 founder package. And I went and gave away some of those 25 positions to some of my top leaders who I knew were going to run hard and fast. And they were going to upgrade that $100. I had 8 of them upgraded to $100 to $5,000, right? At 26, remember, at $100. I have 26 actually, my front line accidentally. And so you do the work, you bring in some personal referrals. I don't care if it's at $100. When they see the value of what we have here, they're going to upgrade to 500. They're going to upgrade to 1,000. They're going to upgrade to 2,500. They're going to upgrade to 5,000 over time, right? Then the big wigs, they're going to come in and drop $5,000, and they're going to have 4 or 5, 6 packages themselves. You can have multiple positions. You could be these two guys, right? But I tell you, one of the sayings, I can't remember who said it. It wasn't Warren Buffett, but I can't remember who said it. He said that he rather have 100 people and earn 1% off of their effort than just himself trying to earn 100% of all of his effort. That's what we call leverage. And that's what network marketing is about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what affiliate marketing is about. That's what sales is about. When you go to an insurance company, when you go to a car dealership, they always ask you, you're a realtor, do you know anybody looking for a house? Do you know anyone looking for a car? They're looking for referrals because that's how they're leveraging us. They do a great job. We send our friends over there. You go to a nice restaurant, you send your friends over there. You get some Michael Jordan gym shoes. You tell your friends, get on the phone. They got a sale down the street. You buy yourself a Cadillac, Toyota. You tell everybody. But the thing with that, you don't get paid. But you can do that with no problem. But when it comes time to making money for yourself and letting your neighbors know you're in business, your mouth is shut. But you sell that chicken and make that chicken sandwich go viral, guys. Come on now. Come on. So this is how it works with the weekly line rewards cap for those of you who want to make Algotech go viral and to grow this community, because it's going to reward you handsomely. I tell you, $250 a week for a lot of people is life-changing. $500 a week, that's $2,000 a month, is life-changing for a lot of people. They can get people off the streets. They come in with $100. They get a $25 weekly cap. Every week they make $25. That's $100 a month. Then they're going to say, I'm going to take that $100 a month, right? And I'm going to buy another $100 position till they get to the point where they can afford $500. So you go where you fit in, get in where you fit in. Don't look at what other people are doing, as Nicole was saying. It's not about them. It's all about you and where you want to go. Not about you watching people in social media, watching Pimp My Ride, looking at the great things people are doing, looking at me traveling around the world. It's not about that. Stop looking at me. Look at you and get what you want. And you can do that in Algotech. So I want you guys to all watch this. We got the real CEO, not a face of the company, Jonas Olson. We got Sandy Bidden. They're going to speak. Okay, this interview was done just a couple of days ago, and I want you guys to listen to this. Hold on. I'm going to stop the share very quickly. I'm going to start it again with, I'm going to start it again with the share my sound and optimizing it. We're going to go right back here. Now, let's go.
This call, and can you help us to understand a little bit more what it's all about regarding the notes? How can we get excited about that?
Well, sure, I can tell you a lot about nodes. Yeah, you told the crowd that I'm like a node expert, but you know, I wasn't a year ago. Let's say it like this. So I learned, and I was just in a position as you are, guys. I cannot speak about the node contracts here. They'll need to be explained to you by someone directly from the project. But I spoke to the guys, and actually they got me really excited. Because I've been in a node project before. This was actually, you know, a start of my let's say life-changing wealth. And what nodes are actually, so each blockchain needs some validators, because on the blockchain, you know, there are a lot of computers. That's the basics. There are a lot of computers that somehow validate transactions, and a node actually validates transactions on the blockchain. And for this, the node gets rewarded. So if you run a node, you'll be rewarded. It's like the same is like with let's say Bitcoin mining. So the first miners, they made fortunes, right? Because you actually mine Bitcoin when you confirm transactions. When you confirm a block, you'll get a Bitcoin rewarded, and that's actually that's considered Bitcoin mining. But there are a lot of blockchains out, and for each blockchain, you need your own separate set of nodes, and there might be also different type of nodes on each blockchain, and you can run actually all of those if you don't know how to do it. So sometimes this is really difficult. You need a lot of technical knowledge, and for this, Algotech has really good solutions. So they'll be able to run the nodes for you if you're not able to actually run them yourself because of lack of technical knowledge. So right now, everybody can have a share of part of those nodes. So to tell you something what happened to me. So I went into a project just like Algotech, and they were offering nodes. I was one of the first ones to get in, as you have the chance right now. So I actually I bought up a node for $1,000, and I think I can tell you which project it is, because that project actually run now. So a node that I spent $1,000 for goes now for I think around $13,000. So that's Gala, and you might have heard because they really exploded the last day. So and for this one node, I got crazy amount of Gala tokens in the beginning. So in the beginning, you could mine almost 1 million Gala per day. Right now, you get with one node around 500, 600 Gala. So you can imagine how many you could accumulate in the early stages. And if you look it up, right now the Gala goes for 10 cents per one Gala. So you could make like almost $100,000 per day just running a node in the beginning. So that was really crazy. Yeah, I actually share also my wallet once on such a call like this, and I can tell you, a lot of guys here probably also saw that one. So it is possible to really make life-changing wealth in a short amount of time with a really good project. And it's really important that you're in early. If you're not, then everything will just slowly it will come to that, like maybe 5 to 10, 15% per year that you can do. That's also not bad, but that probably won't change and turn your life around. But that one, being in early can make such a huge difference. I cannot tell you. In the last year, I actually moved from Slovenia to Dubai, and I can tell you my last year was amazing. So that's from my side. What I really like about the notes is that you actually do some work and you get paid for the work. So it's not some mumbo jumbo somewhere, nothing's there. So you actually are doing work and you get paid for it. And if you're a bit lucky and bold enough to join in early, you might get rewarded pretty good for it. Okay, so that's it from my side. Daniel, you take over again.
Our next guest is none other than CEO, Mr. Jonas Olson. Mr. Jonas has been with us already for the third time tonight, so I want to thank him so much for his time. He's very busy. As you know, he's based in New York, so it's morning time for him. So I appreciate that he take the time once again to share with you what's going to happen. What is the team of Algotech looks like, and of course, his experience and his vision about Algotech. To be part of the team with Mr. Olson is simply amazing, because what he's done in the past as you can see on his bio, is very successful. So I hope if we get like half of what he's done so far with Algotech, we're going to be out of the reach into our industry. So without further introduction, Mr. Olsen, all yours.
Again, congratulations. You know, obviously today is a big day, and so was yesterday. I would like to back up a bit. You know, I want to go back all the way to 2017. 2017 was the year when everyone said that, you know, the crypto scene was mainstream. Everyone said, you know, some people say, you know, this is a fly. Some people said it's going to go up, it's going to go down. But I think ultimately, you know, what happens was that I think most people around this world understood that, you know, crypto is something that is going to be around for a while, and it's started to kind of become mainstream. Young people all around the world started to get into this and understanding a bit more about it. However, it's not really true. I mean, just like, you know, in the dot-com era, remember when it was all booming in, you know, 1999 to 2001, and then suddenly everything went quiet. And suddenly in 2006 and on, it was really strong. Now, we believe that we are in 2005 now, and this is the next real iteration. So what I can tell you now is that we have something that is extremely fascinating and it's extremely strong. I mean, just imagine like you're having your own phone, mining your profits for yourself and the NFT's unique effect on the markets. Not only that, we have found a way to bring network marketing up to 2021. So we talked about the line. The line is going to be extremely important because it's going to be unique and a differentiator. And this is actually, you know, I would say not 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. I would consider this 7.0 and you know, 2021 in the new world of what we're doing. Is also eliminating the stigma and the side effects often found with traditional networks. I said it before, Daniel said it before, we have one straight line. There is one line to win them all. It is revolutionary and it's completely unique. Now, with this, it means that we're disrupting the entire industry. We're disrupting the traditional way of how this has been done. And to do that, that requires a very strong team with the ability to scale fast and internationally. That's why it's very important that you know who we are. There's a couple of things that I always say, and I would say that this is, you know, the key values of Algotech, and that's three key words. It's transparency, it's trustworthy, and it's relevance. Because if we fail to deliver on those three promises, we won't see the success as we all want to happen. So a little bit more about myself. As Daniel mentioned, I currently live in New York City. I've been living here quite a while with my family. I have, for the last 10 years, and actually almost 15 years, taking several companies public, both on the New York Stock Exchange as well as the NASDAQ. I have represented and scaled businesses to companies such as Bonnier, Yumi, as well as SmartClip. And the latest project that I've been managing have seen an over 800% growth over the last 12 months. Starting from $40 million, and when I left, it actually ended up doing over $360 million of worth. So been doing a lot on that, and it's been going extremely well. I am super excited about Algotech because, as I said, this is new, it's revolutionary, it is unique, and this is the next level of networking. This is the next version, and this is the new world of what all of us are experiencing. However, I'm not by myself. I can't do this myself. We have currently a team of 24 employees, and I am extremely happy to also have on my team my old friend, my old wingman for the last 15 years, Mr. Jonas Söderqvist. So, John, if you move on to the next slide, please. So Jonas Söderqvist is a guy I've been knowing for over 20 years, and I've been having the ability to work with for 15 years. Next one, please. And Jonas Olsen is currently based out of Stockholm office. He has over 20 years of executive experience in the media and the tech sector. He's working for some of the biggest international brands such as MTV, Viacom, Yahoo, TV3, Yumi, Metro, and a lot more. He's also played a major part in listing of companies together with me on the NASDAQ exchange as well as the New York Stock Exchange. And he was my wingman on the 800% growth that I just spoke about, taking the company from $40 million up to $360 million in less than 12 months. He also currently sits on the board of two very large tech companies based out of the Nordics, and is someone that is extremely experienced to take this to the next level. Now, we don't have all of that. We actually have even more than that. So the last but not least board member and board of directors is Nils. So if you can actually go on to the next slide, please. So you got Mr. Nils, Dr. Nils Abramson. He's an international legal and commercial product-led business manager with a very, very large proven track record within highly competitive business to business in commercial markets. And this is very unique. You often hear about people that have legal experience, but having someone that actually understands the legal and operational as well as the business aspect, and to add on that the commercial aspect, is extremely unique. He has a very strong background in both legal and regulatory compliance management, and have done this for a long time, understanding multiple languages when it comes to negotiation. As you can read by yourself, he has fully working knowledge on some of the most difficult markets in the world, such as the Dutch as well as the French market, but also have very extensive business experience in markets such as Southeast Asia, EMEA, Europe, the Middle East, but even also LATAM. And he earned his doctorate in telecom law from the University of Edinburgh, Scotland, many, many years ago. So with that said, we are having a very strong team. We're very excited about this opportunity. And some of the things that we're going to do moving forward is, I started saying that to us, the trustworthiness, the transparent, and the relevance experience is going to be extremely important. That's going to be our key values. We want to become the #1 transparent technology company within the industry and have the ambition to take the company public with a listing on one of the biggest exchanges in the world. It is really important that we are on top of business. So structure, reporting, balance, control system, and platform are my tools to make sure we're moving in the right direction. And I will make sure we do so to make this as the new success story in the world. We have also opened, as of yesterday, offices in Stockholm and Tallinn in Estonia, and more on that in the coming days. So with that said, again, congratulations on being part of this big journey. I will call this as a saga, a story that has just started. And I really hope to have all of you on this call to partner with us and be participating in this journey over the next few weeks, months, and years to come. Thank you so much. Again, very proud to have you all on board, and good luck. And I will hope to talk and see you guys soon.
This call, and can you?
Wow. So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, we have #1, there's a unique model, not your traditional binary multi-level marketing models and, with all of this idiosyncrasies. What we also have here, you have transparency. How many of you have been in a deal where the guy in the front is just the face man, where there are wizards behind the curtain who actually hold the keys and they actually dictate where the money is going to go. And they pull the rug from underneath us. We're talking about a massive rug pull. We've all been there. And there are even some companies that even looked like they were really legitimate, and we got it again. And that's why many of us have been stepping softly in some of the deals that we're in. You haven't heard us screaming loud about any deals. We would kind of quietly get in and see what happened. But, I believe that Algotech is the one. Real company, real business model, real trading, real parent company that's actually doing algorithmic trading with volatility. I tell you. And we've got these guys in front of us. I looked them up because sometimes you guys don't look them up. But in this case, I looked them up and see, is there anything out there about these guys? So I looked up Jonas. I looked up our chief operating officer. I looked them up in other venues, not just social media. Yeah, these guys are legitimate investors, legitimate executive management team, all legitimate, have done the work, very transparent. And if they blow this, it will ruin their reputation, right? So I tell you, we are on the ground floor, like you said before, what's his name? I'm terrible with names. We're talking about nodes. You get in at the beginning, the sky is the limit. No, there's no limit at all. So my question to you is, are you ready? See, always be ready for an opportunity, not knowing what the future may hold. Isn't it time for you to finally stop trying to be that passive guy? Isn't it time for you to finally ramp up to the next level? Share Algotech with the world. Make your dreams come true, finally. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign out. I'm going to say welcome to Algotech. My job is to present this to you, and your job is to make that decision to move forward in your life, because I surely will, as I always do. I just want people around me who are willing to lock arms, not only able to, but are willing to lock arms with us and go all the way nonstop. Thank you. You have a nice day. Queen Wiki signing out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I'm excited about this. $25,000 in 1 week.